All right, so you're thinking about getting behind the wheel of a moving truck, huh? Getting ready for that big interview. Got to make a good impression, right? Well, today we're going to take a deep dive into what it really takes to be a moving truck driver and how to ace that interview.
We've got some great insights from RoleCatcher's career and interview guides.
It's like having a roadmap for your career. Okay, first things first. When we say moving truck driver, what are we really talking about? More than just driving, I bet.
Oh, way more, yeah. The career guide breaks it down really well. Of course, there's the driving, but it's also loading and unloading, sometimes with some really tricky items. Got to make sure everything's secure, plan your routes, and you're going to be interacting with customers too.
So it's like part brawn, part brains, part people skills.
Exactly. And what's really interesting? Technology is changing the role.
Really?
Yeah, like GPS. It's not just about directions anymore. It's about efficiency, communication with dispatch, even keeping customers updated. It's a whole new ballgame.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
I bet interviewers would be impressed if you mentioned that. It shows you're thinking about the bigger picture. Speaking of the job market, the guide mentions a 5% growth rate over the next decade for moving truck driver jobs. That's pretty solid.
Absolutely. People are buying more stuff than ever, which means more goods need to be transported, and that's where you come in.
Right. So the demand is definitely there. But okay, let's get down to brass tacks, the interview. RoleCatcher's interview guide gives us 10 common questions. Let's break them down. First one. What inspired you to pursue a career as a moving truck driver?
This is your chance to show them you're genuinely interested. What is it about the open road that calls to you? Is it the freedom, the satisfaction of getting the job done? Maybe you like the physical nature of the work. Think about what truly motivates you.
So don't just say, I like driving big trucks.
Right. Dig a little deeper. What resonates with you personally? Maybe you've always enjoyed working with your hands, or you thrive on challenges. Connect those things to the role. Right.
Okay, I'm with you. So what kind of follow-up question could they ask?
Yeah.
To dig a little deeper.
They might ask, what aspects of being a moving truck driver are you most excited about? And that's your chance to really highlight those specific things that appeal to you, like the travel, the responsibility of safe delivery, even the camaraderie among drivers,
Yeah, those are all good points. Okay, next question. How do you ensure the safety of your cargo during transportation?
Oh, right.
I mean, safety is paramount, right?
Absolutely. It's a top priority. With this question, they're checking your knowledge of safety protocols and your commitment to protecting the cargo, and yourself, of course. Think specifics here. How do you secure those items? What checks do you do throughout the trip?
So I shouldn't just say, I'm a careful driver.
No, go beyond that. Walk them through your process. Talk about proper loading techniques, using straps, padding, distributing the weight evenly, regular checks to make sure nothing's shifted during the drive.
Right. Like, paint a picture with words so they know you really know your stuff.
Yeah. A real-life example can make your answer even stronger. Let's say you had to transport, delicate antiques in a previous job. Talk about how you went above and beyond, carefully wrapped each piece, secured everything to minimize movement.
Okay, I see what you mean. That makes it real for them. All right, next question. How do you handle unexpected challenges or problems on the road? Because let's face it, things happen out there.
All the time. Yeah, this question is all about problem solving, thinking on your feet, staying calm when things get tough.
So story time, right?
Exactly. Think of a time you faced a detour, maybe a mechanical issue, bad weather. What did you do? How did you adapt? Did you use GPS, call dispatch, come up with a creative solution on the spot?
Oh, like that time I had to reroute because of a raid closure. I could talk about using my GPS, communicating with dispatch, and still making the delivery on time.
Boom, there you go. Adaptability, communication, key skills for a moving truck driver. They want to know you can handle the unexpected without losing your cool.
I'm starting to feel more confident already.
That's what we like to hear.
All right, let's tackle some more questions after a quick break.
Sounds good. We'll be back with more tips to help you ace that interview. Okay, so let's get back to those interview questions. Number 4, time management. How do you manage your time effectively to ensure timely deliveries? In this business, time is money.
Yeah, no kidding. So what are they really getting at with this one?
I think they want to see that you're organized, efficient, good at prioritizing. Think about how you plan those routes, factor in potential delays, and how you keep everyone in the loop, like the customers, the dispatch, everybody involved.
So using things like GPS and traffic apps to stay on top of things, would that be good to mention?
Yeah, definitely. You can even talk about how you build in, buffer time just in case of those unexpected hiccups like traffic jams or bad weather. Be proactive.
Right, right. Like, I always prioritize pre-trip inspections and route planning, and I use GPS and traffic apps to stay updated on road conditions. I also believe in clear communication, keeping customers informed about estimated arrival times and if there are any unexpected delays.
See, that's a great response. You're showing them you plan ahead, you're adaptable, and you communicate well. Okay, next question, number 5. How do you maintain the cleanliness and maintenance of the truck?
Oh, keeping things spick and span. It's not just about appearances, is it?
No, it's about professionalism, taking pride in your work, making sure the truck is safe and reliable. Think about those routine checks before and after each trip. Tire pressure, fluid levels, lights, all that. What about cleaning? The cab, the cargo area.
Yeah, definitely. I'd want to show them that I pay attention to detail and I'm committed to keeping the truck in great shape. It's like my office on wheels, right?
Exactly. They want to see that kind of mindset. All right, living on. Question 6 gets a little more legal. How do you ensure compliance with traffic laws and regulations during transportation?
Well, that seems pretty straightforward. You follow the rules of the road.
Yeah, but it's about more than just knowing the basics. Are you familiar with those specific regulations like speed limits, hours of service, lane usage? Have you ever taken any defensive driving courses? They want to hear that.
I could mention that I'm always up to date on the latest regulations and that defensive driving is a priority for me to prevent accidents and ensure safety, of course.
Good, good. And you can even talk about how you stay informed about any changes in regulations. You're a responsible driver who takes compliance seriously. That's the message.
Got it. Okay, now let's shift gears into customer service territory with question number 7. How do you ensure excellent customer service during transport?
Ah, yes, people skills. Moving can be super stressful, and you, as the driver, you're the face of the company. How do you communicate effectively? How do you handle questions or concerns with patients, professionally?
Yeah, I'd want to emphasize putting customers at ease and making the move as smooth as possible. Talk about clear explanations, answering questions thoroughly, being proactive about addressing potential issues.
I like it. You're showing empathy, a customer-centric attitude. That's great. Now, let's crank up the difficulty a bit. Question 8. How do you handle a difficult customer during transport?
Oh boy, we've all had them.
Yeah, this is where they want to see your conflict resolution skills, your ability to stay calm under pressure. Do you have a specific example, where you successfully handled a tricky customer interaction?
Oh, I do. I remember this one time, a customer was really stressed about a potential delay. So I listened to their concerns, I explained the situation clearly, and kept them updated every step of the way.
Good, good.
We ended up finding a solution that worked for everyone. And you know what? They even thanked me for my patience.
That's a perfect example. You showed empathy, communication skills, and that problem-solving mindset. They love that. Okay, question 9. How do you stay current with industry trends and developments?
Now, that's a good question. Things are always changing in the trucking industry. Got to stay in the know.
Absolutely. Do you read industry publications, attend conferences, webinars? Are you part of any online communities or forums, where you can exchange ideas with other drivers? All good stuff to mention.
Yeah, I could definitely talk about my interest in new technologies, safety protocols, regulations, all that. I'm always learning, always looking to improve my skills.
Excellent. They love that proactive approach. Now, the last question in RoleCatcher's Guide is a bit specialized. How do you ensure safety and compliance during hazardous material transport?
Whoa, that sounds serious. What if I don't have any experience with hazardous materials?
Hey, it's okay to be honest about your experience level. If you haven't handled hazardous materials before, just say so. But you can emphasize your commitment to safety and compliance. Are you willing to get the training? Do you understand how important those strict protocols are?
Yeah, I could say something like, I haven't personally transported hazardous materials, but I'm definitely eager to get the training and certification needed to handle those types of loads responsibly and safely.
Perfect. You're showing them that you're committed to learning and you understand the responsibility involved. Great. So we've covered all 10 of RoleCatcher's key interview questions.
Wow, we really did it.
But there's one more thing that could give you a real edge.
Ooh, what's that?
RoleCatcher's AI-powered tools.
Okay, yeah, the AI. Tell me more about that. How can it help me get ready for this interview?
It's like having a personal interview coach right there on your computer. The AI can actually analyze the job description you're going for, figure out what skills and experience they're really looking for. Then it helps you tailor your resume and even practice your answers to match what they want.
So it's not just like generic advice. It's customized for the job I'm applying for.
Exactly. It's a custom-designed prep plan just for you. And here's the best part. It gives you feedback. You can practice your answers with their video feature and get AI-driven insights on how you're doing, like your delivery, body language, even your tone of voice.
Wow, that is really cool. It seems like it could be really helpful for anyone who gets nervous about interviews.
For sure. It's all about giving you the best shot at making a great first impression.
Man, we really covered a lot of ground today. It's like we just went through driver's ed, but for interviews. So much good stuff about being a moving truck driver and how to really nail that interview.
Right. And remember, you got this. We talked about what you'll be doing on the job, those tricky questions they might throw your way, and how tech is changing everything. Plus, you've got RoleCatcher in your corner with those AI tools.
That's a good cheat code for job hunting.
Speaking of confidence, any last words of wisdom to help our listener, really boost their confidence going into the interview?
Preparation is key. Review that job description, practice your answers, maybe do a mock interview with a friend, and don't forget those soft skills, communication, problem solving, customer service. Those are super important in this field.
One thing that really stood out to me was telling stories in your answers. Your examples really made things come alive. It's way more engaging than just listing facts, right? Stories, they stick with people, they help the interviewer connect with you. So think about those experiences you've had, the challenges, the lessons learned, all that.
Good advice. And hey, RoleCatcher's AI can help you tailor those stories to the specific job, right?
Absolutely, like having a personal scriptwriter.
That's amazing. Oh, and one last thing, be yourself. Let your personality shine through. Enthusiasm and a positive attitude can go a long way.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that brings us to the end of our deep dive. Listener, I hope you're feeling ready to hit the road and ace that interview. Good luck, and remember, we're all rooting for you.